guys, how's it going? It's Al. Week 17 just finished, and it was a very, very strange weekend on DraftKings for NFL DFS. We saw double stack bring back win every single tournament across the board because most of the players on the slate failed miserably. We had so many running backs in a really, really good spot, and like so many of them failed in those 5-box slots at home. Favored, lots of low totals, a lot of funky stuff happened. Honestly, I cannot remember a week, not just this season, but in the past few seasons, where Best Buys players had so many misses. But because everybody missed, the cash game lineup that we talked about on the Anti-Tinkercast definitely cashed. We did have some big winners across the SmizzGang. I appreciate every single one of you guys. I'm happy for you that you won on the first slate of the 2023 season. So let's break it all down. Drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the notifications bell. Leave me a reply down below. Let me know how you did on the first slate of 2023. And let's go.
He's a legend.
Be sure that you jump in Discord at smizzle.tv/Discord. If you're a channel member here on YouTube, that's $5 a month on the main channel. You can go to smizzle.tv/join if you wanted to just get the direct link to becoming a channel member. You get access to all the VIP rooms in Discord when you link your YouTube to the Discord. They mingle with all of our Twitch subscribers as well. It's the one place where the entire SmizzGang gets together and talks about anything that they want to talk about in daily fantasy, NBA, PGA, MLB when it comes back around, NFL for playoff slates, best ball when that starts up again. All these things can be an extremely isolating thing to do because not all of your real life friends play daily fantasies. You want to surround yourself with like-minded grown folks who have the ability to speak in a mature fashion about daily fantasy in a troll-free environment that we've curated for the last 7 years in our partnered Discord. So make sure that you jump in there at smizzle.tv/Discord. Let's take a look at everything that we did on Best Buys, and it was bad. So like, first of all, Justin Jefferson, we'll get to him in a minute. Daniel Jones was in the byline, so good job to them for putting him in there. Oh, look, it's got my link to go to Twitter. Yay, go follow me on Twitter. Jared Goff, he was fine. Like, fine is good, apparently, this week in Best Buys. Threw for 255, 3 touchdowns. The running backs did work, completed 21 to 29 because he was playing at home, because that's what Jared Goff does. When he plays at home in Detroit, he is very, very good. And when he plays on the road, he is awful. So we're going to play him at home. Any chance that we get, you will not get that chance in week 18 as he's on the road in Green Bay. 22.4 points. He's fine. For 5,600, that's more than fine. Especially as he was our preferred cash game quarterback, as we spoke about on the Anti-Tinkercast the last 45 minutes before lock. Trevor Lawrence, 5.5 points. Like, I'm telling you, the L's are going to be flowing in the chat for this entire Best Buys. Completed 17 of 21 passes for 152 yards, but like, I remember talking about this on the CSS DFS podcast, the Fantasy Focus pod with Daniel Dopp and Mike Clay, about how like Houston just does not give up passing yards. And it's not because they're good. It's really because they suck so badly at one particular thing, stopping the run and then playing from ahead. They play from behind on more snaps than any other team in the league. So teams just continue to run the ball at like 5+ yards per carry. And that's what the Jaguars did against them. There was no need to continue throwing the football. So like, they just didn't. They won 31-3. Trevor Lawrence had 5 points. That sucks. Daniel Jones went nuclear for 177 through the air and 2 touchdowns, ran for 91 more yards and 2 touchdowns. The sneakiest running quarterback in the league that nobody wants to play, and DraftKings does not move the price. Think about what happened to Justin Fields when he was running a ton. Like, Daniel Jones isn't running as much as Fields, not running as much as Hurts, and definitely not as dynamic as them or as athletic as them, but he's not like some plodding quarterback. He could scoot just a little bit, and a 36.18 day on DraftKings was phenomenal. Justin Fields, this was disappointing. He ended up with 21.2 DraftKings points. He had 18.5 in the first quarter, got the 100-yard rushing bonus in the first quarter, but Detroit stopped him from being able to complete any passes after that first quarter pass, touchdown pass to Kmet, the non-copyright fraud. Completed only 7 of 21 passes. Wide receivers matter. For 75 yards, ran for 172 though, only threw for that 1 touchdown. 21.2 points, like, it's not an L, but like it could have been a 40-point day, and it just wasn't because his receivers kind of stink. Saquon Barkley, LLL, 7.3 DraftKings points, 58 yards rushing, 12 attempts, only 4 targets, 2 catches for -5 yards. That's impressive. Travis Etienne Jr., he was a smash. 9 carries for 108 and a touchdown. Also got vultured on the 5-yard line by Hasty early in that game. He got 3 targets because that's the max. It's like a fishing limit at this point. It's from the Hunting and Fishing Commission in Florida. They will not allow Travis Etienne to get more than 3 targets a week. Thankfully, he caught all 3 of them for 32 yards, including a 30-yard reception for 26 DraftKings points. Could have been a monster day. Ramondre Stevenson, 12 opportunities. Excuse me, what? 8 carries for 42, 4 targets, 2 catches, 9, 7.1 DraftKings points. That sucks against Miami. James Conner continued to get volume, 19 opportunities, 79 rushing yards, same as the week before. No touchdowns this week, 31 yards receiving, 14 points. He was fine. It's not an L, but it's not a smash. It's just this. The receivers, all L's. Justin Jefferson, L, 2.5 points. Christian Watson, L, 2.1 DraftKings points. Garrett Wilson, unlucky. L, but unlucky. 4.8 DraftKings points, but did get 11 targets thrown his way. So that's an L I can take, right? 5 targets each for Watson and Justin Jefferson. That's unacceptable. But Garrett Wilson, tons of targets coming his way. I will still gladly play him the next week. And Drake London, 9.7 DraftKings points on 8 targets, caught 5 for 47 yards. Evan Ingram, 3.9. Because they didn't have to throw the football. So that just sucked. Travis Kelce, 10 targets for 11.3 DraftKings points. What the hell went on this weekend? Bill, not now. Dallas Goedert, 4.7K, 7.5 points. L, 3 catches on 6 targets. Juwan Johnson was the only palatable tight end on this list. He had 11.2 points just like Kelce, but he only cost you 3.5K. So 5 catches, 7 targets, 60 yards. Can I just get a small win? Can I get a pat on the back for this one at least? Because it feels bad. Best Buys feels really bad this week. 49ers, super chalk, 3 fantasy points because defense is highly variant. This is why we fade chalky defenses in tournaments because they need touchdowns to pay off, where the New England Patriots came in at much lower ownership, $2,600, just $300 less than San Francisco, 12 DraftKings points. Let's take a look at what I had in high stakes. It did not cash this week. I went off of the ETN chalk. I went with the Goff chalk. So I had Goff and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Now, this is a smaller tournament, right? This is the game changer. I think it's got 250 entries, something like that. So it's not I like the smaller field, limited entry stuff is kind of what I stick to, and I suggest that you guys do as well. Had the Patriots D here. AJ Brown had 97 yards, did not get me the bonus, did score that long touchdown, 19 points. He was straight out of the 5 under 5 video. Komet as the bring back play with the Brown and Chark stack. Chark got a defensive pass interference in the end zone. That kind of sucked. London kind of sucked. Robinson, 87 yards, no targets. That sucked. James Conner, just terrible. The winning stack on the week, and I haven't even there. Show only mine. Let me scroll up here to the top. I'm going to bet you that the one that finished in 700th, oh yeah, it was a Brady double. And I didn't even double it the right way. Right? I had Brady, Evans, had Moore as the bringback, and Cade Otton. So if the best double stack bringback was Brady, Evans, that's 92 points. Godwin had something like 25, and DJ Moore had 26. It absolutely smashed. Christian McCaffrey at 34. Christian McCaffrey is a massive win, especially if you played McCaffrey at 9,000 over Justin Jefferson at 9,500, as I felt many less people were going to do that than pay up for Justin Jefferson in that spot. Sanders at 7%, didn't go off. ETN 25%, but he did. But you can see that you can eat some of the chalk as long as you differentiate somewhere else. And that double stack bringback is the easiest way to do that. So I did not win in the Millionaire Maker this week. 3,000 entries, 1670 there. I won in Rainmakers because Rainmakers is absolutely no entry fees. You can see my Brady. This was in Rainmakers tier. Didn't win a ton this week in Rainmakers, so it was a losing week overall, but it's been a fantastic last 2 months. You're not going to win every week in daily fantasy. That's just the reality of it all. I didn't have a superstar that I could have thrown in this lineup because this was one of my final lineups that I put in around the ones that I thought were better, higher projected lineups. So I was like, okay, I got a Thielen and I've got a Rainmaker Fournette, and you need 2 Rainmakers to throw in. So let me throw this Brady Evans stack around, and I got a Connor that I can put in there. Obviously, this was my best lineup on the week, as everything else kind of didn't pay off. I've got my Mahomes, so I'm going to play Mahomes stacks with good other players. I've got my one-off Justin Fields with Brown, Barkley, like went with all these guys in this one. Nothing really paid off. This was a last lineup because I didn't have a quarterback to go into this one, so I played Mills into the double stack. The double stack didn't do well there. This was a last lineup. I got cards left. I'm going to throw it in, and maybe if it hits. And then my Kirk Cousins double stack clearly did not pay off this week, with everybody being snowflakes up and down the list. Let's take a look at the SmizzGang Listener League. The top 10 finishers, as we see: Tom Brady, Godwin, Evans, Moore. That was the way to the top this week. Etienne, McKinnon, Smith, Henry got you 10 points. Packers defense for 23 at 2,300. Massive day. Only one player over 10%. Congratulations to Langley C. NYC Freeze. Everybody's going to have Brady stacks, guys. I haven't even looked. Mick Vibes. Is it MC Vibes? Like, is he a DJ, or is it Mick Vibes? Like he's a McDonald's character from one of the commercials, like Grimace. Slick 517. NYC Freeze with the 2 and the 5 finisher. Rack Jizz. The Body Spill. Bryson, good to see him come off the PGA Tour and put a lineup in here for us. Brandon B, 55, another Tom Brady stack. This one with the sub 10% DeAndre Swift, who got a massive run this week and 2 touchdowns. And Mark Shark King, another Brady. It was not, you didn't have to do all that much. Just play the Brady doubles with the bring back forehead. That's kind of the key to NFL. You find that stack where the quarterback has 30 plus point days. He's going to drag a couple people along with him. And if that game stays close, which they do tend to do more often than not, you find a high target guy on the other side and you have yourselves a whole lot of points from 4 spots. And you're getting differentiation at those 4 spots. You find your way to the top, because that's what it takes to win in daily fantasy football. I wish you guys the best of luck. Look out for another video right there.